700,000 people in areas like Indiana are out of power due to severe storms. And we had multiple roads closed today. They was impassable. It was impacting travel. I can only imagine rush hour during this time frame. We also had severe storms in the Northeast, producing 60 miles per hour wind gusts in areas like New York and Pennsylvania. 2 inches of hail has been reported in those areas. Multiple people were saved on boats today in Indiana because the flooding got out of control. Then we also had tornado warnings in Colorado and Wyoming today as well. Then we also have in Arizona, they are not out of the picture. They had some severe storms impact their state. But the main issue is the Midwest, Ohio, definitely Indiana with the flooding. Kentucky is also another state that also will have flooding issues as well. So this article do read, storm triggers catastrophic flooding with hundreds of thousands still without power across Midwest. In addition to the flooding, more severe storms capable of producing damaging wind gusts are expected across central and southern Illinois, Indiana, and western Kentucky through Wednesday evening. Torrential rain prompted the National Weather Service to issue several flash flood emergencies for life-threatening flash flooding across east central Indiana late Wednesday morning, with more than 700,000 customers, with more than 700,000 customers still without power after deadly windstorm raced parts of the Midwest and the Ohio Valley. So again, over 700,000 customers in Indiana are without power because these storms that impacted the Midwest. Well, no, the Midwest, not just Indiana. The Midwest are without power. So that's crazy. Ohio is going to be another state that possibly going to have some power outages, possibly some strong gusty winds as these storms, should taper off tonight. We'll still have some flooding probably going into the morning hours. Maybe 1 or 2 counties could pick up on some flash flooding that haven't seen any, but this should weaken. We could have another round of that, but it's going to be less severe in the coming days. We do have an Atlantic as well. Cristobal has formed in the northern part of the Atlantic, should become a tropical depression by 6 p.m. Thursday evening, so it really won't bother anybody but just the fish and the shark in the Atlantic. We are watching 2 other storms that could potentially form, and one could head towards, Puerto Rico. Probably won't make a landfall, but it is possible that could happen. We could see a landfall on Puerto Rico, but I'm pretty sure they would not mind as long as it's not a Cat 4, Cat 5 hurricane, Cat 3, or a high in Cat 2. Impacting their state because Puerto Rico is because Puerto Rico is currently still dealing with a drought, which water restrictions are currently ongoing for those areas as well. In addition to the flooding, more severe storms capable of producing damaging wind gusts are expected across central and southern Illinois, Indiana, western Kentucky through Wednesday evening. So with that being said, you guys, it's just been a lot of stuff going on across the United States, definitely in the Midwest with these storms. Everybody know about the Midwest is mainly prone to tornadoes. East Coast is prone to hurricanes. Even down to the the deep south, they're prone to, hurricanes and tornadoes. And then out to the West Coast, like California, really known for wildfires. A lot of wildfires break out across the West Coast, especially Oregon recently had a total of over 1 million acres burnt because of wildfires. We go all the way over to Europe, Greece, Spain, and France. I think France was in the list, had wildfires as well raging across the country. So it's really been an active weather season this year across the United States, or across the world in general. With record-breaking temperatures for the heat, things definitely going to continue to get out of control. As we are still dealing with summer. Now, some areas should be starting to do a cool down pretty soon, in about a month or 2, especially if you live further north, because you will be transitioning into fall, and then you will have winter. Possibly have multiple blizzards impact areas like New York, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Vermont, Maine. Those areas is normally known for heavy snowstorms. We could see some down in the south, possible, probably as far south as the mountains of North Carolina, maybe Tennessee as well, but seeing a whole dang blizzard like we had last year, earlier this year for the eastern half of North Carolina, chances are pretty low. But if we have another one of those where we got 16 plus inches impacting those areas, I'm pretty sure a lot of us will be happy because we don't see snow like that here in North Carolina if you're not in the mountains for the winter. But with that being said, things have been pretty quiet today. Other than tornado warnings was issued for Colorado and Wyoming. I'm pretty sure I already said that, but yeah, I really didn't see damage coming out of those, but possible that we could have damage that impacted if those did hit the ground. Because if there's rotation, most of the time, National Weather Service do issue tornado warnings regardless if a tornado hits the ground. But you still could have some destruction from some strong gusty winds from just these thunderstorms that could produce tropical storm force winds or higher. If you have a strong storm come through. So it's really been really active today across the Midwest, definitely with these flooding, over 700,000 people without power. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. I know I haven't posted in a while, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So with that being said, it is your boy Aronde out.